Let's talk about the latest NVIDIA Corporation earnings.
Let's see what's going on. First of all, remember to read the disclaimer right here and also in the description below. We are just at the opening of the markets right now. Let us know in the comments below how has the price changed when you see this video. In the previous one, the price was around this vertical line that you can see right here. We had a very clear resistance area, this white line that you can see right there. And the breakout happened very clearly and the upside movement started, well, at least continued, from the previous support. We can say that it had an uptrend of more than 40%. To current levels, we are talking about a movement of more than 30% around that number. Right now, it seems like it's heading to the lower part of this parallel channel, but maybe this is just like a smaller correction and it continues going higher. How do you see the technical side right now, guys? Let us know below. Share with us your opinion. And let's talk about the earnings and revenue that were released the 28th of August, this Wednesday, because I think that's the interesting data to talk about.
Yeah, we're talking about the estimate, it's like it was 0.64 and the report is 0.68. I gotta tell you guys, this is like incredible earnings. If we go to the financial tab, we can clearly see right here, that the expectations were about below the actual reality, and again and again and again, not only in this quarter but in the all last quarters. It has been insane, Nvidia. And the best thing about it is that if we go to the forecast, you can clearly see right here the next quarters are gonna be even better. So obviously you may say, okay, why is Nvidia correcting right now? That's the key question that we gotta find the answer.
Yeah, exactly. That's a very good question. So if you know the answer of, or you think something related with that, let us know in the comments below. Of course, if you know the answer also. And we have in the forecast section, I think you are there, Alvaro. We have
Yes.
53 analysts as usual offering 1 year price forecast for Nvidia Corporation. And the maximum one is plus 67%, $200. The average between all of them, and they are a lot, is plus 24%, $148. And then the minimum one minus 24% and around $90. And then we have the analyst rating right there, and they give the stocks rating, for Nvidia with a strong buy, 49 strong buys, 10 buys, and 4 holds. So as Alvaro mentioned, the forecast and this section, they are very bullish. Do you agree with them and why? Let us know in the comments below. Or if you have a different opinion, share it with us also. Going back to the chart that we have right here of NVIDIA, let's read some news that we have, maybe breaking news for you if you haven't read them. 2 hours ago we have it. Let's open this. And it seems like, according to the data that we have from MT Newswires, Nvidia is considering $100 million investment in Open AI. Like this company, Nvidia, is very well related with the AI sector, and everything that happens there will affect one way or another this company. Also, that's an interesting topic that you can talk about in the comments. And they are considering participating in a funding round for OpenAI and has discussed investing this number, $100 million in the artificial intelligence startup. And the interesting thing about this is like other companies as Apple and Microsoft are talking about joining this kind of movement also, but already Microsoft has invested $13 billion. And why I think this is interesting, because Apple, Microsoft, and Nvidia, they are at the three top, in the market cap. We were talking in previous videos about Nvidia surpassing them. Now I think like Nvidia is the third, the other two are the best, the top one. But why do you think these companies are interested in this type of companies? Maybe they want to gain that difference that they need to stay at the first place. In order to arrive to that point, they need this type of investments. They need to kind of innovate, and people are talking for this sector. Or is this just hype, and this is just to create, like they are working on something new, because maybe the AI hype has faded, and we can all see that in different stocks also. What is your opinion? Let us know below.
Yeah, I gotta tell you guys, it's like this hype. It brings me back memories to what happened with the metaverse. At this point, obviously, we are at the earlier stages, and what it could happen, is that if they invest too much, they could enter into losses. Not now, because Nvidia actually is like making a huge net income, and you can clearly see right here. If you go to net income of Nvidia, we're talking about the best results ever. But you can clearly see right now, what it could happen if we go, for instance, to the forecast, actually to the financials. So let's go right here back again, and you can clearly see right now in the last quarter the net margin it was less. actually. So, and maybe that's one of the reasons the stock is going down a little bit, because the net income is better, okay, but the net margin, this the percentage in relation to the revenue, it has gone down, and that could be a problem if that downtrend persists. If the stock is still experiences this in the next quarters, this could be a huge problem. And I remember with Meta, when it was Facebook back then, and they started to invest in the metaverse too much, way too much, and they realized that it was all losses, and then they cut the losses. But at this point, Meta was like down 50%. So it can be dangerous, this type of situation if they don't manage if they don't manage it properly.
Exactly. I think it's very interesting, to mention that and to talk about it. So let us know in the comments your opinions about this change in the net margin. Do you think it will affect, or maybe this is the thing that is affecting the price of Nvidia right now, or do you have a different perspective? I think it's interesting to take into account all the possible data, and if you can share with us more information, the better. So going back to the chart, we can see from the technical side, as we mentioned, this level right here being broken out. I think that was a key moment. But let's go to the 15-minute time frame to see with more detail how that breakout developed. And I think like obviously the bulls started to enter early because the retest didn't happen. It was a very clear breakout, and the price from there started to go to the upside with a very very clear direction. From there, what can we see? Kind of a parallel channel. Let me draw just the support line that we had right here. They broke this level to the downside. You can see kind of a retest right here, didn't reach that price, and the price started to go lower. And right now we are into that movement. This could be like the correction of that one, or maybe the continuance of the previous downtrend movement. Because if we go back to the daily chart and let's remember it, the maximum price was around 139, and from there we had another try right here at 136 more or less, and this third one started to go lower at 132. So they haven't made that new highs yet. So maybe this is the continuance of that correction that started, or another type of movement. Do you think this is a good moment to enter or not? Let us know below in the comments.
Then we have the elections, the U.S. elections. That's important, because it's like something is building up here over the last couple of years. Like these incredible upturns that we saw back in the S&P 500, in the Dow Jones, in all the main U.S. indices, except for Russell 2000. For small caps, that's not happening there. But here, they are all betting everything in these mega huge caps, mega huge stocks. And what can it happen, if after the elections? That's a key question, because we have like a different result that the expectations. The market could, be in really really huge volatility. It could experience like huge moves, and it happened in the past after elections. So you have to pay attention what happens afterwards. In my case, if you realizing some profits even before the election, if you think it's gonna happen, it could be a good strategy as well. But obviously, it's up to you. To manage the risk management strategy is key, because the volatility can be way too high.
Yeah, exactly. Talking about volatility, let's go to the 1 minute time frame to close the video. Right there, you can see the
Woo.
movements. Wow, completely insane. Obviously, we are talking about the opening of the market. This is the moment. Normally, there is more volatility, and you can clearly see that. Look at that bullish movement that we're experiencing right now. 1 minute candles to the upside, 2%, 2.30 right now. What do you think, guys? How will it close for this week? Nvidia up or down? Let us know in the comments below. Did you expect this volatility? Will this be even higher, during these next weeks? How do you see all the situation? We are very happy to read all your comments. Thank you for joining Trading HC Honest Traders. Welcome again. Thank you very much. Let's go check out our videos right here.
Bye bye.